Behind the scenes of my first ever snail mail letter, part 2. How did I get all the fun designs on here, and what was my process? Being an elder millennial, I bridge the divide of digital and analog, so it was really important to me that I keep some of that as part of the process of my snail mail club. I have been doing things like scrapbooking and paper crafting since I was a kid. It's also when I learned calligraphy and got into all of that. I think I was about 7 years old. So marrying the processes of my analog life with the digital world was key. And yes, I know I could have just put clip art into my letters and done a totally different way, but I think it's a little special. It's a little imperfect. By stamping these things by hand and then transferring them to my computer and using them in Photoshop, it does allow for more imperfections. It's scanned at a really high resolution. It picks up textures of the paper. It picks up imperfections of the ink and the bleeds. And I think that's kind of part of the magic. Also, it's getting me to use all of the craft supplies and things that I've had for so many years, which is part of the fun for me personally. Though I do have to shout out my mom, who's letting me borrow from her craft room some of her fun things. Like, she has these VersaFine Clear inks in every color I could need. And so with this process, I just use these clear stamp blocks in order to press on 2 different shades of florals that I was then able to transfer into a computer and turn into a wallpaper in Photoshop. It allows me to have the imperfections of the ink, but also the perfections of a digital replication so that I can print it out easier on vellum later. And then I took this hand block letter set and I individually stamped out, really imperfectly, our words for the month. And then I took all the pieces that I stamped and I scanned them with my Epson Perfection V600. It is something that I have been using for years. This is not an ad, but I do really love their products, and it's actually the ones that I used to use in the professional photo lab as well. Also, I have to keep in mind, if I do need to scale up, I can't stamp every single thing by hand. It just physically wouldn't be possible. So I'm trying to use processes that will help me scale. So I have it all stamped out on paper, I scan it in with my Epson scanner, and then I pull it into Photoshop and turn the stamps into a transparency, making sure the ink color is matching on screen to what I'm seeing in real life. And from there, I turn that layout into, and it's laid out exactly how I stamped it, I turn it into a pattern, and from a pattern into a wallpaper, and from a wallpaper, I can print it out on vellum with about 10 paper jams, but I figured it out in the end. If you're interested in month 2, which hopefully is going to go smoother, you can visit caternet.com to get all the information. Deadline is the 20th of the month.